Catch it with 976 Tuna. Hello again, everybody, and welcome on board the Grande out of San Diego, California, one of the finest sport boats available to you. I'm telling you, a trip on the Grande is a vacation. Scott and Lisa McDaniels go to great lengths to make sure every single trip is a wonderful one. And Scott, he's up on the PA during the trips, narrating and telling you about how to catch more fish and just making the whole experience so enjoyable. We're stopping at the bait receivers in San Diego to load up plenty of bait. And believe me, the Grande carries plenty for chumming and to make sure that we're able to put a lot of fish on board. Guys working hard and being ever so gentle with that bait. I'm telling you, it makes a big difference the way that bait is put on board. And then, of course, when you get on board the Grande, Scott and the fine Grande crew will take time in a seminar and tell you all about what's about to happen. A beautiful night in San Diego, and of course you're down in the boat room enjoying some beautiful sleep. But now it's daybreak, and the fish are chewing. We're offshore, catching some yellowfin and albacore and all kinds of great stuff. The Grande is 88 feet long and 24-foot beam, has twin V12 turbocharged diesel engines, 2 generators, all state-of-the-art electronics to put you on the fish. And you can see we're in a nice little stop in absolutely beautiful flat calm weather. Beautiful fish coming on board the Grande. They treat these fish so carefully to make sure when you get home, you are going to have some wonderful eating fish. Skipper Scott McDaniels, as I said, likes to get on the PA and talk to everybody about what is going on. You'll hear some of that in just a moment as another angler is tied up in a furious battle with another fish. You know, sometimes these yellowfin and albacore and offshore species like to bite a fly line bait. Sometimes they like the sinker on there. Sometimes they're on the iron. Sometimes it's one color or another. That's why it's so important to pay attention during the great seminars on board the Grande and to pay attention when Scott comes on the PA and starts to tell you about what's going on. Every bite is different. Every stop is different. And you've got to adjust quickly to catch more fish.
Straight up.
Gentlemen, we're getting some bites here. We're getting some good bites. The key here is to cast your bait out as far away from the boat as possible. If your bait does not go away from the boat, wind it in real slow and cast it out again. But you need to have a bait to get a long ways away from the boat. Please remember to follow your fish. Actually, if you can, please lead your fish. If you see your fish is going to the left or the right, stay ahead of your fish. You want to lead your fish. Don't let your fish drag you all over the boat. Stay ahead of your fish. Please follow your fish. Remember, yell hookup. Hookup's a good thing. It's enthusiastic. We love hearing hookup! Thank you.
Scott McDaniels, some great tips there on following your fish and leading your fish. You know, if you see a fish is going in one direction that you don't want it to go in, there's 2 or 3 guys over their bit, drag them the other way. You'll start to swim that way if you tug on them a little bit. In most cases, you can turn that fish and make it go in the direction you want him to go in.
North! Here!
Rick Santello, who did most of the camera work here on board the Grande, told me that part of the whole fun of being on the Grande is listening to Scott. He loved everything Scott had to say on the PA. He enjoyed it so much. Said he was fun and funny and instructive all at the same time. Another nice fish coming to gap on board the Grande.
Hey, we don't have anybody fishing on the bow. I see a lot of fish in the sonar off the bow. Listen to this, boys. Listen to the sonar. Here it goes.
Beautiful fish coming on board, and Scott up there in the wheelhouse watching the sonar, able to detect schools of fish off the bows. You just heard them there. Guys go up there, flip a bait, and they're on instantly. So pay attention. Very important to listen to Scott. He's doing a great job instructing everybody on the things that are going on currently, watching the sonar, watching for fish boiling, telling people, get on up to the bow and hang another one. Beautiful fish. You can see this fish doing a circle, getting ready to put a gap in another nice fish on board the Grande. You know, the Grande has a great history with a lot of us here at 976 Tuna. I was actually decking on that boat 25 years ago when it ran out of San Pedro with a guy named John Dipley going to Catalina Island. She's been a beautiful platform for so many years. A lot of fun to fish on. It's a great history. She continues that history with the McDaniels. Even better, Scott has gone through this boat and refurbished it. She is a beautiful platform. Very
How's
good.
that feel? How's that feel?
Oh yeah, kids, they're welcome on board the Grande. You see this young man tied up in a furious battle, perhaps his very first fish, and the Grande crew is there to instruct. Families are welcome on board the Grande. In fact, encouraged to come out. And look at this. Beautiful fish coming on board for this young man. What a thrill! And of course, veteran anglers who know how to tug on a fish and follow a fish and hang a fish, they're welcome on board also. Up to the bow he goes. He's chasing that fish down. That's the way to do it. You keep that fish in front of you, you follow your fish, and when necessary, you lead your fish. You heard Skipper Scott McDaniels instruct.
Sheer determination, man.
Rick's right. Sheer determination. This guy running, pulling as hard as he can. He's into the battle. And believe me, his thoughts are a million miles away from the telephones and the crazy freeways and all that right now. All he's got on his mind is catching this fish, and that's what fishing's all about. That's part of the beauty of this sport. Talk about the teamwork. You were looking at that shot Rick had for you there a moment ago. Guy pulling on a fish and up in the wheelhouse. Scott McDaniels on the radio, looking at the sonar. The crew down on deck doing their thing. It's teamwork. Coming on board. Another nice Albus on board the Grande.
Woo! Oh yeah!
First one.
Nice one coming on board. You know, that big fish might pay off for you too. There are daily jackpots, $5 to $10 a day, depending on the charter group. Open party trips, they're going to charge $10 a day. Winner takes all on 1 and 2 day trips, and it is a blast to try to catch that big one and take home the jackpot. I'd like to tell you this is a special day on board the Grande, but I'll tell you it's really indicative of the kind of trips you'll have in the summertime and spring and fall out of San Diego. Beautiful weather day, lots of fishing with the kind of sophisticated electronics and the expertise that the McDaniels family brings to sport fishing. More times than not, this kind of action is what you'll find. Wide open action on the Grande, a tremendous day's fishing. It doesn't get any better than this. And you know, I know a lot of you are thinking about, well, what happens with my fish when I get back? How do I know that I'm going to get the fish that I caught? Well, each fish is tagged with your number before it's refrigerated. And yes, they are immediately refrigerated to ensure freshness and a beautiful product when you get home. The filleted fish are bagged with your number in each clear bag, so there's no problem. You're going to get the fish you caught, and it is going to be beautiful. And this guy knows how to pull on a fish. Beautiful job. Up with the rod, winding down. Nice short strokes. Beautiful job. Crew member on the Grande ready to put the gap in another nice fish as it is going to come on board the Grande and be put right down to the refrigerated fish hold. Ready to take it. Wonderful.
Good one.
Nice job. Beautiful
That's
fish.
a good one.
Coming on board.
There's a 2,500.
Hold that up. Hold that up with him.
All right.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
On the
Look
acid
at that.
bag.
All right.
Yeah, that smile is what it's all about, ladies and
Everybody
gentlemen.
wanting
There's
in,
more of those
stand
smiles on the
up
Grande
again.
than you could ever imagine.
Thank you.
If you're wondering how far you travel on one of these overnight trips, it could be anywhere from 30, 40 miles up to 110 miles. The Grande's fast enough to make the long run if she needs to on an overnight trip to get you to the fish. And of course, Scott McDaniel's working tirelessly throughout the day and night, making sure he knows where the fish are to put you in the most productive fishing grounds at daybreak. Beautiful fish, another huge smile, another accomplishment on board the Grande. The Grande operates out of Point Loma Sport Fishing in San Diego, California, and she is ready to go almost every single night unless she's chartered. So make sure you check with Point Loma Sport Fishing. Take a beautiful day's fishing on board the Grande.
Say, oh yeah.
Yeah, baby!
Howdy. Okay. Here we go. I got somebody's line here. Got him a deep color.
No, you said you worked on this boat.
I did.
like this gentleman worked on the boat. It's pretty obvious the way he's pulling on this fish. He really knows what he's doing. Nice job keeping a good bend in that rod. Constant pressure on the fish. Turning it around beautifully. You heard him say he's got deep color, and he's getting ready to get this fish up the gap. Nice job on him. Beautiful. Oh! And it happens to even the best of us every once in a while. Just pop one off. Heartbreak. One thing the McDaniels family don't want you to be is intimidated. I know this looks kind of tough sometimes. There's a lot of big fish coming on board, and it looks like it's going to be a difficult situation if you're brand new to this sport, but it's anything but that. The Grande is so friendly. It is user-friendly, and it's all because of the McDaniels family. Please, and Scott, and everybody involved. Great Grande will take time to take novice anglers aside and show them how to catch fish. And I will guarantee you, if it's your first time, you stand an excellent chance of putting a nice big tuna on
Hey, Neil, look
board.
where my line's going. Right into his mouth.
Oh yeah!
Fresh one!
Oh yeah!
Good morning. Fresh one! On the spiral rat. One is good. Fresh one! You're watching the best show on the net, 976 Tuna. Let's get out of that corner.
Well, since John Hudson mentioned 976, but let me tell you, we
Fresh
work with
one!
the Grande.
Fresh
We have
one!
constant updates on the Grande, including photos, live radio transmission from both the Grande and the Dominator. Every single day, you'll get in touch with the very latest big old foils outside there on the Grandes. The guys are all big, hooked up, and nice area of fish coming on it. So make sure you're going to 976tuna.com every single day, as 24-hour-a-day coverage will continue. Another fish coming to gap on the Grande.
Oh yeah! First one of the day.
Okay, first of many, John. Great job.
Oh yeah!
Fish on bait, fish on the iron, fish on the feathers. Man, I'll tell you, great fishing going on in a variety of different modes. And one thing that is the common denominator is all those smiles.
Calling them, move up when you need to move up, move down when you need to move down. Lead your fish, stay ahead of them, please walk.
They ate the 50
Stay
pound.
mobile, please move, 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 move. Spare hooks in your pocket. Please keep a few spare hooks in your pocket. Nice, yeah, Ken, so we didn't see that. Go, kid! That's a $1 gap there, didn't get any meat. Okay, guys, please follow your fish, keep up the good work. Remember to yell fresh one and hook up every time you get one. Thank you. Teamwork, work together. If you see a guy that needs a hand and you can help him out, please make sure you help out your fellow fishermen in any way you can. And please thank each other, goes real nice.
What a stick.
So, let's get happy at the party boat.
Right here.
Anything better than that, father and son, with Scott McDaniels in the background talking about helping your fellow fishermen. That's the attitude on the Grande. And another beautiful fish. Father and son, does it get any better than this?
Good job. Give me 5.
Yeah, you've all heard the term cattle boat. You get the idea in your head about a bunch of guys out there pushing and shoving and trying to get into the stern, and you can hear it's anything but that on the Grande. Kids catching fish. McDaniel's talking about helping your fellow angler. What a beautiful experience as more and more fish come on board the Grande in a truly spectacular day. Another thing that might pop into your head as you watch, especially if you're a novice angler, and that is, I don't have the gear to do this. I don't have the fishing rod and reel to take these things on. About 18 bucks is what it'll cost you. Point Loma Sport Fishing to rent a rod and reel, then you're all set for rock and roll. You get a little terminal tackle, a couple of sinkers and hooks, maybe an iron or two. You can really get away with just a very minimal amount of tackle for your first time, and you will have an absolute ball. What a stop this has been on the Grande. As you can see, tremendous fishing as the fish are stacking up there and the stern guys throw them down in the refrigerated hull. But they really don't have time. Why? Because their hands are full. Some guys are getting the fish down below to refrigerate them, but the bite continues. It rages and rocks on. Tremendous fishing. Guys in the bow, guys in the stern, fish boiling everywhere, birds picking at the bait, forced up by these ferocious game fish. What a bite on the Grande. Just doesn't stop, does it? I mean, the hits keep coming. Tremendous fishing on the Grande. And so much of this great fishing Rick captured for the Catch It TV show. Make sure that you're keeping your eyes open for the Catch It TV show, as this and so many other great shows, including action from Panama, Costa Rica, freshwater action, so much more on Catch It with 976 Tuna coming to your TV station soon. Lots of great Albie action going on here today, but remember, the Grande in the wintertime, the Codfather. Yeah, that's Scott McDaniel's nickname. The Codfather will take you down the Baja Coast on 1 and 2 and 3 day San Martin Island, Colinet trips, where the red fishing and the lingcod fishing is absolutely marvelous. And on a lot of those wintertime trips, you'll see yellows around, so you definitely want to be prepared for some surface fish too. The Grande, again in the wintertime, fishes down the Baja Coast for some of the most incredible bottom fishing you will ever experience. As the water starts to warm in the springtime, the Grande will focus on the Coronado Islands when the yellows move in there and start to chew. The islands are so close to San Diego. It's such a short run, only 10 miles to North Island, so it's a beautiful little pop-off there to the Coronado Islands. You get down to South Island and South Kelp Ridge and down to the rock pile. And these areas are known for tremendous yellowtail action. Believe me, Scott knows that zone as well as all the other zones like the back of his hand. One can only imagine the hunger. I mean, you're going to get an appetite after pulling on fish like this all day long. The Grande's got a great galley, and they always have an excellent chef on board for your dining pleasure. Breakfast is going to cost you about $4.50, and about the same for lunch, about a $10 bill for dinner. And I'm talking some beautiful, great food that you're really going to enjoy. And you're going to be hungry after pulling on fish like this all day long. Great bites like this just don't happen. It takes a great crew like the Grande has. It takes a good pair of eyeballs that have been looking at fish for decades to be able to distinguish between maybe a dolphin coming out of the water and a big tuna. Scott's got it wired. He knows how to put you on the fish, and besides that, the Wheelhouse electronics are awesome. They've got color side scanning sonars, Fruno fish finders, color video plotters, radars, GPS, satellite telephones, VHF radios, scanners, digital sea temperature indicators, all of it will put you in some of the hottest bites while keeping you safe and sound on your trip. On board the Grande at a Point Loma Sport Fishing. I told you those smiles are everywhere, and they always are on the Grande. Not only because of the great fishing, but just the great attitude on that boat. The wonderful job, how comfortable it is. It's like a vacation on board the Grande. Beautiful flat calm day, tremendous, wonderful fishing day. You saw father and son catching fish, all these guys having a great time, wonderful food, a crew that's right there at your side when you need them. Does it get any better? I don't think so. You want to know how the fishing is? Before you go, make sure you're checking with 976 Tuna. A variety of ways to do it. Number one, 976tuna.com. 24-hour-a-day coverage headed toward 200 million hits in 2005. The most visited sport fishing site anywhere. Also, you can check out our syndicated newspaper reports in 14 different newspapers, 2 million readers every week. Make sure you're checking that out. And of course, the Catch a TV show will bring you the very latest. That's coming to your TV station soon. Well, a great day on board the Grande, and as I say, I'd like to tell you it was an exceptional day, but it's just one of many. One of the many great experiences you'll have on board the Grande. Tremendous fishing, great crew, wonderful food and attitude, second to none from the McDaniels family. The Grande out of Point Loma Sport Fishing. I sincerely hope you're going to be able to take a trip with Scott and the crew of the Grande very, very soon. And remember, whether you're a novice or a veteran angler, you're going to enjoy what you're about to experience when you step on board the 85-foot Grande with such a storied history and a better future than ever before because of the McDaniels family. Great fishing, that's what it's all about. Great crew members, great people coming together and having an absolute ball. It's a day or two you'll never ever forget, whether it's wintertime or whether it is the summer or fall. Get on board the Grande.